Many consider the rise of single women a beautiful milestone in women's liberation. However, these same people think that single men are just lonely and live sad lives. This belief couldn't be further from the truth. Men have all the evolutionary arsenal to live their singlehood happily, whereas women need relationships more. That's why women often move on to the next guy, tend to have a safety net, and don't suffer heartbreak as much as men do. Women who want to be independent and live their best life give in to their biological instincts once health problems come around. In many cases, they even look for a guy to settle down with, but he is so disgusted because she's got a lot of emotional baggage from past relationships and low femininity. Despite all this cold, harsh reality, modern-day women want careers to make good money, thinking that it will make them happy. Good for them, but here's the thing. The fact is that they're not happy even with all that abundance. Women consume more than men, and as a consequence, they've got much fewer savings than men. On top of that, in America, women tend to have astronomical student debt and can hardly pay it off. By the way, this proves why you must be careful with who you partner. These facts are just a small example of all the reality the media doesn't dare to show, so stay tuned because you'll fully know the upcoming childless, lonely future for women. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Father Wolf's1. He said, "Never bring them home. It's like feeding a stray cat. Hard to get rid of them, especially now that so many women are unemployed and desperate for any comfortable situation." Father Wolf's1, you're absolutely right. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual guys, I will pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be your next winner. Now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. As I mentioned earlier, find out if she's got student debt because she might use the law to make you pay for it. Those gender studies might have landed her a dead-end job, so she might want some help to deal with that financial burden. No matter how much money they make, numbers don't lie, and don't forget the fact that this is not only about income, but also savings, which they often overlook. While men are fairly simple and don't spend much, women are the complete opposite. Several women are stuck in a never-ending rat race where they stay broke no matter how much they earn. Because of this, it's simply not advisable that men marry or even date modern women. This is just the financial part of the argument. As you probably already know, the legal and spiritual price you will have to pay if she uses false allegations and the Me Too movement to screw you. Even if it's okay to be kind, gentle, and helpful to your community, don't play Captain Save-A-Ho because you've not been born to save anyone from their demons. Women have put themselves in this supposedly liberating situation, so it's about time they find a solution to their own problems. Cause and effect, karma, fate, however you want to call it, will always operate no matter what they say. By the way, I know many strong, independent women in the New Age spirituality who don't seem to get that the karma they talk about applies to their poor choices too. Women are increasingly choosing singlehood because they want to focus on their careers. As a consequence, they're not getting married and having children, if at all, later. And if they do get married, they might get divorced. Back in the day, getting divorced was frowned upon, and women were stay-at-home wives, so they relied on their husbands. Now, women have easy access to the labor market, work in fields that were traditionally masculine like tech and computer science, and enjoy more financial abundance than ever. Nevertheless, some women end up getting married and screwing their husbands right before he retires, making them pay a lot of their life savings and impeding them to live their retirement with tranquility and security. At some point in their lives, these gold-digging women realize that they want a partner to take care of their problems. They suddenly realize that they won't manage to be independent much longer, and if they stick to that fantasy, they end up adopting a dog, or even more so, a cat to fight against their loneliness. As I said before, much money does not imply abundance if you blow it up. That's why most professional athletes go broke after getting retired. Of course, schools don't teach that, and women have fallen into the rat race trap too. Studies prove that over 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, including half of the six-figure earners, although the numbers vary depending on the study. Still, you get the point. Women don't save as much as men, so their careers make no sense. It's just a way of proving themselves that they can fight against fake entities like the patriarchy to feel empowered. Speaking of which, let's remember that the patriarchy is indeed a false idea because women have access to the labor market and the right to study whatever they want, as well as other rights, of course. Indeed, women are taking over Western universities since men are opting for more affordable educational institutions like trade schools or online platforms. In most cases, going to college does not even guarantee a high-paying job, but that's another story. What modern-day women are obsessed with is to do what men could do, and that's it. Women, I hope you enjoy your corporate job and see how it feels. Also, in developed countries, women are increasingly getting into positions of power, including presidencies. The wage gap lie is still another idea many people believe in, whereas women tend to go for jobs they're passionate about instead of high-paying positions. Men do risky, dangerous jobs women don't want to do, further explaining the pay discrepancy, but the whole wage gap idea is still in the minds of the average Joe and Jane. All in all, making good money is not a good strategy if you spend it all. Women hardly think of money this way, and I'm sure that if you've been in a relationship, you know exactly what I mean. She'll come up with exotic plans of going to Morocco or the Maldives, and many men aren't brave enough to say no because she might end up looking for a better provider. Women's standards are brutally difficult to achieve today, and since hypergamy will never die, of course, women will always date up. However, as a MGTOW, the best policy is letting them enjoy the lifestyle they fought for so that they realize if it really is that empowering and satisfying. At the end of the day, they made their own choices, so they must face the consequences. The unhappiest demographic in the US is career women over 40, and I'm pretty sure that number will decrease in the next few years. Once the biological clock starts ticking and she says that she wants a man to settle down, she is in desperate need of emotional and financial help. After possibly living her best life and making good money, she might say that she just wants a good guy. But guess what? The good guy is not gone, but just uninterested in women hitting the wall. That good guy is not willing to save a woman who made poor choices, so he prefers either non-combative women or just a MGTOW lifestyle. The advice is simple: do not get married, don't pay for women's mistakes, and just avoid the trouble. That will for sure give you more peace of mind, that I can assure you. I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Have you seen women like this around you? Do you think modern women will realize the independent women scam? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, and comment and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.